A prank,
he said.
that's what it must have been. All of it from the moment you saw that lekker, good-looking joker in your room to the caricature in the hall. Some village character is having time for himself on our expense. Damn him to hell.
But David, I told you.
Never mind what you think you saw. I know exactly what happened now. It happens often enough not only in the village, but where our artists and writers throw parties and allow endless people to drift in. There's always some joker with no talent who wants to get back at people who have talent. Sex can get mixed up in it too. Someone is making a play for another man's girl, or...
You mean you think the whole thing may have been directed at you?
Quite possibly. At me through you. I wouldn't put it past Jack Durbin.
He rose and paced the room, excited by the possibility of a rational answer to the strange tale. But it wasn't Durbin I saw in my room, or anyone we know.
Naturally, Durbin's looks would eliminate him right off. But he could have talked a friend into helping out with the prank. There are a dozen other people I could nominate for the role. You don't always remember the faces of people you've met casually at parties. You may have been staring into a cocktail glass when the good-looking guy was introduced to you. You may have met him and forgotten all about it.
I won't forget.
Alright, you won't forget it. So he's new. Someone you've never seen before. That doesn't rule out the possibility that he was talked into helping out with the prank by Durban or someone else. We've attended 30 or 40 parties in the last 18 months. All kinds of people, beatniks, Madison, Avenue Grey, Felino, suitors, painters, who have crashed the Midtown galleries, piano players, wrestlers, trapeze artists, lads who have been writing the great American novels for 40 years. You can take your pick. I'll cast my vote for one of the five real gone beatniks.
Darling, if I could really believe.
Let me finish, Janice. All kind of people can get erotically compulsive ideas, dangerous and malicious ideas. They become lost to all honor. That's an old-fashioned word, but I've always rather liked it.
I've no quarrel with it, David, but I can't believe it. It was all a malicious prank. I just can't reconcile what I saw with my such convenient, easy to accept explanation. You've convinced yourself that the figure in the hall was wearing a mask. It was the first thing I thought of, but I couldn't go on believing it.
Why not? It makes sense.
Not to me. That creature was real, David. Real and alive, and a monster, not a man disguised by a mask. Its face had the fleshly look.
But you said yourself that its face was mask-like. In modern mechanical mask can be almost unbelievably lifelike. Mask making has become a fine art. It always was, in a sense, but it's genius inspired today. I've seen a few of the extraordinary ones, and both the Frankenstein monsters type and the kind of that wouldn't scare a woman if she woke up and saw it beside her on a pillow in the morning. She might even...
Don't say it, David, or I'll get angry. I've been holding myself in, but I can get angry. You've been pressing the jealousy paddle too hard, damaging the soundtrack, jamming the keys.
I'm sorry, Janice. It just left.
What are you going to do, David?